Well, hello, First Baptist Church and everyone else. I am Kevin Rutledge, pastor at First Baptist, and the coronavirus is crazy. It's everywhere. It's causing all sorts of problems. And because of the coronavirus and the spread, we do want to protect the most vulnerable folks in our community. And to that end, we are going to cancel our Sunday morning services beginning this Sunday, March 22nd. So don't plan on coming to church in person, but we are trying to meet these challenges with fresh perspective. Ministries are not to be canceled, they're to be transformed. And that only temporarily until we can get back to our normal face-to-face ministry and just the love and life that we always have in our church. So we're going to see what we can do to maybe even make the most of this and find some great ways to connect. So first of all, there will be no Sunday service. And instead, there will be a live stream of our service at 10:30 a.m. on Sunday. So make sure that you're ready to log into that live stream and participate. There will be links in the email or wherever you find this video, online, on Facebook, or maybe even on the comments on the YouTube channel. So just look for the link to the live stream and click that link and get ready on Sunday morning to join into the worship service. And we will be doing this together. What that live stream allows us to do is also to have a live chat. So when you log in, type in and let everybody know on the live chat, say, I am here, I'm ready to worship, and let us know that we're all together in this. So be prepared for Sunday morning to be a part and to make sure that you're interacting. You can even do some things that you couldn't normally do in church, like talk about the worship songs and how much you love this particular worship song or how this one is speaking to you. Or during the sermon, you can comment on how incredible a biblical text is, or a truth, or just how something applies to your life so special in this particular time. So in all of those things, Sunday morning worship service, live stream, plus chat, maybe we'll get more out than we normally would just because of this change. And then secondly, we are canceling all of our church gatherings that are over 10 people. That's because of the government and CDC guidelines. We're trying to work with them to get everybody through this crazy mess. So if you're thinking about a conference that we had planned, or a practice, or a ministry of any sort, if it's over 10 people, it's not going to be meeting. So that's the second thing. The third thing that you need to know is that we will be having small groups. We're going to encourage those to keep meeting as long as they can meet with less than 10 people meeting in person together. So if it's over 10 people, there are some other solutions. You can have 10 or less meet in person and then have other people join you virtually. So that means Google Hangouts or an app called Zoom. All you have to do is type those into your search bar on the internet, Zoom or Google Hangouts, check those out, and then you can use those to bring other people in so that you can have video and you can watch one another back and forth as you're having your small group meeting. And you don't even have to be there present in person so that you can catch a virus. So let's use these tools and also remember the CDC guidelines. Don't come to a group of 10 or less even if you're sick or if you have a health risk. That means that if you're elderly or if you have an underlying health condition that puts you at risk, do not show up. Please, we want you to be safe. So if you can do that and keep it under 10, let's make those small groups work. But in every case, the small groups are going to have to decide for themselves how they're going to continue or not continue in this environment. And fourth and lastly, this is the last thing. We are a church family. Church doesn't stop. Ministries don't stop. They are transformed. And the way that we're going to try to keep our community going and growing in this time where we can't even get 6 feet apart from one another is what we're going to do is we're going to have more and more of an online experience, also through texts and through calls. Let's keep up with one another. So please make it a plan to call one another, keep up with one another, ask how one another are doing, and also make it a priority to go to our church Facebook page. You can find a link to that wherever you find this video as well. Maybe even in the comments of the YouTube video. So go to that link, go to our Facebook page. At the top of the page, click like and follow our page so that you can get all of the updates right to your Facebook homepage. And beyond that, get into that Facebook page, and we're going to be asking questions, community building questions. We're going to have service challenges. We're going to have some family challenges. We're going to have all sorts of things that we're going to be posting on our Facebook page, way more than normal over the next 2 weeks that this lasts, or beyond if we have to. So go onto this Facebook page and be a part of the community conversation. And you know, God may give us some great opportunities to meet people, to learn about one another that we wouldn't have had if this coronavirus hadn't come. God likes to bring beauty from ashes. So let's not, as Hebrews says, let's not be of those who shrink back and are destroyed, but let's be those who have faith and persevere. You know, Jesus said that the gates of hell would not stand against his church. It's not going to be stopped by a coronavirus either. God's church will continue. His ministry will continue in all of our hearts as we gather together in any way we possibly can to minister to one another in this time. Let's talk about how we're feeling. Let's talk about our fears, our loneliness, our depression, our joy in the midst of the sorrows. And let's minister to one another and lead one another closer to Jesus in any form of community we can. Thank you. I have great hope for the future. Let's do this, First Baptist. See you soon.